na wa gye ademudie bia wo ka bia ma do bro nyame ntua wo ka ewia be hyewa ma wawu se oba ne kunu te a ne kunu ada di benkum se yo kuna yesi ontumi nyo kuna se onya yiri gymnastic gymnonto na ya gige ho be ma ne ya na wo ya boa gyimi be ma ne wa na wo na wo tiri so no wa pampa so ogina piense so ka che obi ase meyire akosua se wa me wale no na wo odo broni benkum hima wote ho odo broni te ho utie wei na ne papa ne de ade benkum so a wo de ni so gise ye ma wo okuna are you serious enyo ferie akosua se wa fosu ye mfom so kese na wo tweda da no do fie ho asne be na wo tweda ese na ko kan get no to abonti lucky gate
kuna na ye kan kuna no ene ne den kuna no sebio enye o like possession
aya was literal translation say okuna no ya obenya to ana why dey to asem na okana boagimi ye ko panyi wasem a uti piensie su ya bo pons ama microphone ti wo be cancel phone say it is akola bia wo ho chance say me dem dolum benti medi ne yira temwa jimi
nyankopon entua wo ka wa obeji sika se wo kasa e de ama odobroni bia wa unima obeji bribe se wo kasa e de ama odobroni bia no nyankopon aprana enye ohu adwuma abusua eye cancel Lutterodt enenei ebro sa nua we enyame na meka cancel Lutterodt ese wa owo social media no so say ye TV say ye radio say ye Facebook say ye YouTube say ye TikTok obekwa kwaji adamdue e de afiri odobroni ho se wo be kasa defend e de man social media no so bia otwede ampanyankopon bo so na asase wontua wo ka wasi enei abra eye ma eye akosua sewa efiri jaman ebaye no na wotwede na dadum batoye no na yesenka wo pam odobroni ene nkora no ade omusi abontere na wo topronim ono ye mfomso baako a eye ma eye akosua sewa eye se obaye no wampam odobroni anse abontere na wan topronim ama police sem ambom ono ye number 1 de atosum yenu ene se wo ma ne ho kwan e ma na awotweda wodobroni entena mu se kunani tra ne nchen se kunani ono so ye mfomso a etoso eye mienu na abusua wo kiremu ade 20 a wo ka sansem no enye se wan kiremu minim se wodwa hu ye na wodwa ode nyabotre wo kiremu ade 20 a wo ka sansem we mienu ene de edi kan ya wo se nyankopon tuo mo kwaje bribe eka no obeka yi a ebese na wotwe miensani na MC ya yeboa ekotra United TV United Showbiz program so ekeka nsem bi ede kire eye ma akosua sewa onu enenei afa na cancel Lutterodt de wache brada ade a wodi yi sansem na no obeka ya honum kura no anot ekeka bi ede kire MC ya yeboa se ya twini pons amane mic abana betina se bi okeka nsem hu bia wope that particular issue no na cancel Lutterodt ede hyase afa na on de wo se oba bete ne nte ho ewo MC ya yeboa sabi ensem hu na according to cancel Lutterodt se okotena UTV honum eko keka jendo ene abusua wodwa cancel Lutterodt dwa papa ene abusua wotuja eye de eka na dwene online program ene abusua hwa otimi se na nko abusua panyini padia ne de abusua ko be hye na from flop aha eye AHINTASEM TV subscribe like and share no comments na abusua yenje brada je ne hwe cancel Lutterodt a live video no embra abra na nipa bi gina so on TikTok live na omu busa no question be concerning eye akosia boachi program so lawyer bi oba so nsem bi a wo be kaaye we ni anu ya cancel Lutterodt e de ma wo mo
MC Yayabo is it your kuna MC Yayabo is it your kuna
oni obi bia wo tie so siki ono so ne pa
na oni obi awu ntia wo be jimi hu se wo pe na de obi awu to esi ba chi oni obi wo ye Miss Bell oni obi wo ye na na ba na mo oni obi wo ye enkrofo ahin egu kroma Ivonesi oni obi wo ye and the names can be easy oni obi wo ye Fela Makafui oni obi wo ye Mark Brown oni obi wo ye what is some gasa say ni pa fune cancer fune crack say the factor ya about microphone. I will busama aya will pons me ma right say. O kasa keke tia maame no. Then na ya wo akodi. Na wo kase tia lumba yere sa. Are you crazy? Yeah? Are you crazy? You really crazy? What is your locus? And just so ben na wo ya wo. Say okuna no. Ye be like possession. La possession no ye den. I'm not any la possession.
Hey, like possession here too, abana.
And then you don't be the phone
like possession they are fats, removing fats anywhere that they remove the fats. No, it could be from your leg, your arm, your thighs. The act of the removing the fatness, the liposuction.
So her insinuation is, I don't know two and because when people do lipo, when they take the fat, they put it in their hips. That is her literal translation. That is Ayabua's literal translation. Say okuna no ya obenya to ana. Why they need to asem now can avoid Jimmy? Why they need to?
Yes, on only the nasagi and see what is happening here. On only the nasagi. It's your koye bi ebeboa.
Yeah, company wasema. What the PNCS you about phones? I'm a microphone ti. Who be cancel phone? What do you mean?
No one sure. There you go. There you go. That's my man. How are you?
I'm fine, Coco. How you doing, my love?
I'm doing great.
Oh, now I'm in the one show no. Now they turn up for more. The way I'm not I care about
yes, they turn up form, and I'm glad say you are addressing this issue because that girl, I don't know, say when your chance at UTV, or need to quantity na bash now, then they kind of say the horn has been blown, so she feel like she's bigger.
She has no horn. She has no horn. We shouldn't make her feel she has a horn. She has no horn.
Allegedly.
She feels like, oh yeah, the wisest young Ghanaian, like, person. I don't know, but demeanor, like, it's something about her that somebody needs to sit her down and be like, listen, you'll be a sharing your opinion, but your tone is too harsh.
I told her. I sent a message that they should tell her that her back is weak. She is light. So she should be careful. Otherwise, somebody will hit her down. She thought I was joking. And I'm not address her befitting her status that when they give you microphone and boot pawns on your face, it doesn't make you better than the woman sitting there. We are talking about a woman that the husband left her while she was breastfeeding a baby. Swine! You talk to her just anyhow. Okuna not the day. That man yare know him. And then they were who saw Okunu. On am caught egu daddy lumbe ni masi. Where Jimmy wogu ni masi wife. Ebu champagne star boy or castle or new say yere no. Or ni on no call court no. Why you fast one one? Ebu champagne call. I took a course or say they. Ye bisan say aseme a course no. When him say one ye you see I wa phone. That's what he said. Now we are boa. Ye no one say na ambe ni e kan lumba yira sema. Wo e kebi. Lumba wu ye na wusu to say kraman you bia. Ne you are crying uncontrollably. The video is on Facebook. Somebody has gone to do that for you. Now, before I was trying to make me pick videos no does.
Counselor, show what's happening.
Say it is a Columbia or chance to say, me do lumbenti, me didn't eat at what Jimmy. If you respect,
no make a year anything. Makeups and an name, man. Shadi. Emma Miakushia, 1995.
Aden, a den haba, lumbewu, now so penasa, Odon, Aden and the yen man, over woman. Yeah, can't say one over Kebi. A son say about microphone or pons. We are wine. Naluba near fra. Mamma wedi about 60 or say. Wo. Ubenya sister Libby. Nalumba son of Pembe, your father phone. She mammy. I'm not sure anymore. When you filter. 89 picture. Share. One share Lumba 89. 89. One share. Lumba 89. Then name to say I am 2025. You chin makeup. Or TV be cancel phone. Say mammy you couldn't go ahead. Or you couldn't go ahead like possession. Koyane Tony in Mufuana. Ade. Now, a ban send a mo sorry tia mo sa. Your time. If you respect me and you don't respect my wife.
Say yes.
Now, mammy, na say will be to me a crata malumba. I don't know nature for yamano. Mammy didn't or the me say. Tama lumba ba last one. Lumba e bagana. Na krano. Edana mammy new fuano janbai. She has been alone for that number of years to raise these 3 children. She's never spoken.
So can I ask you a question?
Go, my dear.
And I was driving a long distance drive, but I was listening to this almost a lawyer. I forgot his first name, but the last name they Anoche. The way he was talking and questioning the lady and stuff, you know, it blew my bum. That's the God honest truth. And I say, Mamino, all these years, no court, no be question. When was the last time on the Bemani Shia? When was the last time on no Janima Bemani D? Just say the list of marital duties, you know. And this guy, this guy, what's his name? Oh my God, guy, he's so emotional about everything. Kwesi, yes. And then, like, I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like Ghana media is divided. There's a station who are almost is like backing the lady and also neutral at the same time. But there's also station who are Utia program be a disheartening. Akwess show is one of them. Utia then be like, hey, why am I legally married to my husband? Because anybody can just come in and then my husband can come to Ghana and then pretend like, oh, you're separated and not for about for now. Then nobody be challenging my stand in his life in the future, because if this is the rate that is going there, then it's giving side chicks hopes in Ghana. And one of the problems that I also see is say people we are not using our common sense to have an input, because to me and my final judgment, but we are using our emotions and how we feel about young girl and what it to be like all this stuff, And I asked myself, if this case was in this country, in the US, it wouldn't even be a week gonna judge the case because it's facts. And that was what I like about Theodore on this past Saturday on YouTube. She says, paperwork is what you need to prove. It's not about when was the last time I knew Kyei. It's about where's your paper, where's your proof. But Ghana, Akwess is saying Akwess so much. Traditionally, if I was a judge, would I be thinking towards tradition or going through the facts and the rules and the laws that is supposed to govern this particular?
Apani jama means for 20 good years. One and a first one. Who ye? Mammy, nay, first wife. I'm a one member. You're not a move to watch.
No, because it's like the way the guy you're very smart. The way now the guy was describing the lady how she shouldn't have taken just said. I feel like you TV, that's media, like back in the younger girl.
All right, so let me help you out. So let me help you out. Let me help you out. This case in court, by the legal training we have, we don't discuss matters in court, especially those of us that have loud mouth. So I have always stayed away from discussing matters in court. But in the public court of competent opinions, may I encourage you that the legacy of the legal framework for judgment lies in the bosom of the judge. However, in the common law practice under our constitution, there is no way that any judge will scrap out Cap 127, which gives us the right to enact the marriage law. And the Cap 127 makes it clear that there are 3 forms of marriages, which is the Mohammedan marriage, the customary marriage, and the civil marriage. Within these 3, Mohammedan marriage has a right to marry 4 women. Customary marriage can marry as many as you can. Civil marriage is 1 man, 1 wife at a time. Within our traditional belief and respect, we decide to do the customary marriage to appease the conscience of our families, give them their last quota of respect. But the law says, immediately you make a decision to do a civil marriage, the traditional or customary marriage you engaged in is nullified. You are only basing your marriage on the civil marriage, which can only be dissolved by a competent court of jurisdiction. There is nothing called Ashanti law. There's nothing called Ga law when it comes to marriage. No custom is higher in our traditional place when it comes to marriage that is higher than the laws of the country. Now hear this. Even in the jurisdiction where a man has customary married people at home, where Ebusuapeni and the families of both parties have right over the marriage, the law says if a man dies intestate and in the sharing of his estate or properties, you feel as a customary married wife, you are not fairly treated, you can seek a redress in courts at the family tribunal. So what we are saying here, those who don't understand the laws of the land, when you hear any lawyer speaking like that, like the one that spoke on Akosia Boaje's show, he's speaking as a lawyer and thinking as a traditionalist maybe. But hear me, Coco. What he said on the show amounts to nothing. Tumuda. At the end of the day, the law keeps saying that if you feel that you are neglected and not fairly treated, lack of sexual intercourse, a year will say, our dena yete hono, enfie du mienu du miensa, bema enreme, ondi mediane, na it falls under their friend abuse and neglect. Who won kwan say, who court eko jai. Na one kwa obi tumi nkasa wade na egu nti lawyer am your kind e yam bogu mun ka kire ntem mesi e yam bogu ne nyina yesu ade mama bi han na ni ndi tro na wa waje agemudie bia wo ka bia ma odobro nyame ntua wo ka e wi abehye ma wawu wo be nane awo be deal ama wo be hye wo ntaja ka bia ensoda e se wo jimi ho amen enya wo fede se obare ni kunu te a ni kunu ada di benkum se yo kuna yes see on to me yo kuna se onya yiri gymnastic giminonto na ya jeje ho be man ya na wo ya bo gimi be man wa na wo na wo tiri so no pampa so be man onu na ni ebie a oti kromu ha a na yiri ti amano ne enyo ba na eja no na be man na eja na baga no German citizen no oni nyansa so ko ja ne yiri na o di sister one ojina piense so kachi obi ase me yiri akosua se wa me wale no na wo broni benkum hima wote ho odo broni wote ho utie wei Na ne papa ne de ade benkum so a. Who de ni so just say yema wo okuna. Are you serious? And you're fair.
Councillor.
Meba.
What him say empenifo no. Empenifo de bi kura say o de buy all right. So ensano.
Enya no kwenya.
Tie. Yes, lumba wone wo mo. Lumba wone say mo biam enji. He never accepted it.
Sister.
Omo ana omo ka se de ade.
Sister tie.
Enuafo na mo hire anye say ye de samba kura ye say empenifo tenase.
Sister, munsua de. Munyina munsua de. Ma kire sa me sa ba kire bi muntie we me ba muntie. Ma bosu bi o me sa bosu. Ghana wade miensa pa na yitu. Kota wade ye mfa nsen gunu. Esan se. Obi o ye fia wade e koye kota wade no. Uye fie de na e kota wade pe fie de na egu maka muntie munsua no nka mabrabo. Enti obi a uye fia wade bia wo ha bia na egu. Ukoye kota wade a ye tro spinster and bachelor na che say unwale ye. Na kota wade ye fan sen gunu. Enti empo akosia se wade nsa koya. It is null and void and useless. Eti wa oti abruchiri a wawadu kunu e wo court a wasuma se obushafo sansan kon wa jimi unim nyansa unim mra
ka chom se omo ware for nkrata keke no ukunu wu a nipa no betumi abeje wo japade no
na se ne bi obi enu de ye mboso mpo na akoye amanyosem ene ye ndi sa nkomo no nko esanse enu so ye njaye.
We try to tell them how
Tie me. Nansea na maami bi ni kunu omote wasa na maami nje mfa ye krata nko wa na mie ni nyina benye say sometime. And oba ne de ni de nko wale na bema no so ni de na ko wale no mji $25,000 each. And omo nyina e de be bo omo dan so Ghana e swimming pool. Fofi Antoata papa inam New Jersey. Kapim nechia wawu. Why na gojin insurance?
Your name ye krata wa butiri ne mekwa akwa.
Well so almost 30 day na mse munye din. Ye fra na ne ndi ne nasi bi eso no oyere. Mo kan je se maami you 25,000. Ti wani ne su naji insurance ne maye. It's life insurance ne nkwala ni UA school. Enye girigiri ene ri chopper ya mama mi su ye okuna fake one bi wo kurumu a de gni din koje krata yi epejifo di echire ye nkombra mi kani twi ye nkombra ni term life insurance yi man wanje nwie okuna fo papa yi jimie onene kasa akotia na akoka de ontie ntie am say mama yesi un sasha obi enum a ye won twede unu nkuru na genti ase na moye saade gai wo ho kwan se ogi ya wadwane kotise Nigeria ni na medi manu abetuma beka bia ma me kura na ka se be $50,000 ese insurance ni mu odu baduma me ye ntimi je mu se na ye je na me hourly charge na meje nti abane se na afra baya nka nye nse enkola ni fees bia ba se etua na onye no koji scanning tem na onye bi gotua maami jajimie no lobi ansoma o se pa krata akowai bema na odi akowai ono so ono so kan ben asana na dwun ba fi nti dia o kan yeti ase ba me pese moti ase se if you do customary marriage the law recognizes it. Immediately you go and do civil marriage, your customary marriage is nullified and you cannot use any drink to dissolve it. So even if Akosia Sewa brought a drink, the marriage is a civil marriage and nobody can say the marriage has been dissolved. So forget about that conversation. The legitimate wife is Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu. Asa. Oh baby, any baby have you? Yeah.
No, yeah, 100% okay now. Meteo watch it for the past almost 2 hours. Meteo civil. That the lumber, when I could say one with Germany. And I'm wale. Na German so omo wa dey say just a civil marriage. And yet traditional marriage. Inti civil marriage, you know, emre won say be ma ba ko ba ba. Eno ano no. We no kwan say ukofa bi e ka ho bi. And said that the lumba about Ghana, no be wale or baby or Ghana, no quite traditional. Or say who say obano wale no. Ne dey tradition enye adwuma. We say be ma no already no which is civil as that. You see then and now what's our fetch a traditional or baffle. Some John into Ebusiano, no, so much as who say special social media for and I can say all this long program.
Brabas, you are for your BB out. One quiet and 1 year down.
On one in one. Grammy Paso, Mamma Money Timuniani, on Kowali will be a white Mr. Sound common extra me diabetes brass. Bram Paso on Yen 1 year white Mr. Agency, right?
I wish your policy a dino on the friend say, me wife, and on the chance why any one day. But
hello, Bragosi. Timmy, Emrani street, Emrani say. Lumba crate piece or your Mr. and Mrs. for super. Our dear be obey be a friend Noel and boy.
That's all.
Eti and you be a caco chamu. Emrani say, yet to me prove say, Lumba, all done benkum sono. No worry, court our dear. Our dear be or ye be an Emrani bogu.
Yes.
Eti ye no be an chick be out.
Say social media for it and I criticize all this problem.
Omo creative she e yabusu opinion to pack.
Counselor say uncle for we chichi for uncle for sanse mu ya ma. Ke busha pani so godina baby.
Debi. Enya ebusa bra kwesi muntie ceasefire muntie brafo say Lumba dani benkum so ebusia penyi ma yete ase se yembebo na amane eto otu abofo mo mbehwe se de bia yebo no wuto eye nokre ana onam kwan so ba no kra se oban kra abehwe se ampa se de hye no wato ampa na no koji mo kire safo ano mebo otikoko so amane oba na ebisa se na ne yire nso e osi ono de adi onim ne se oyire alumba ewale nanse na order de benkum so eye akosua sewa owo Germany asa ebusapanyi kansa ape efie jadu bibia yedin yeni de bae ebusapanyi abio de no ama ni di ye de ma ne mene ye de gu ni ntumam bobi a ya hyen echire mu no abio begina wo ka se okuna ne de opese ma mienu ne ye adentia ose sana nana no muka nana no magimifo ankwasiafo be na enim se mremo awade ne ye fa mba mienu di okuna oka se awie ye na ose ono de onim se akosua se wa yere no ma lawyer tro krata na krata ni mo brofo ne se omo nim akosua se wa se yere ese wa jalumba dadada ye to so mienu lawyer ne say okuna ye no ye busua e na ye o madwin chusu di opese oyokuna eno so ye ntro ni jimi kasa ye to so miensa lawyer no so san kan biom say sa akosua se wampo ehu se ni din ewo eyie brochure no mu a papa ye bi ne ye ne san say omo ni so ni lumba won ma brofo kasem no mo ye ni favor na eba say uwan kase wuti ho ye yiwe yi boni nti akose se wase ebusuan panyin re fi se me yere na ye de oba foforo ebegina manim na krata me wo Germany kire se me ne wale mi nti me de me kunu enkrata eye nyama wo Germany na kirem ya mbeka se me di German fo sika dia Ghana court we ansi ne besie be ma no muma mi nimu se krata me krei e kire se me nya yiri bioma na team legal wives nyame hira won we move say akosu
we move
team legal wives say akosu be ha ho nipa fun ene cancer fun ti e ta wa chi court ene dia asem na court dan court judge oti gwa mo hwa asem ni din no say sa asem be sia e busu asem ti mun Kofi onkoka ye be fie be kan ya abusia panyin si o de bi ogina ho no ogina obese mba mienu no ye kuna esan se akosua se wa fosu ye mfomso akese na wotweda na ko be fie ho no de wo so ye ne se eso ka odobroni to abonti e lock the gate no wanye nothing legal wise for nyina ti wo ni dia ye na ko da no do fie ho no anse ne be na wotweda ese na ko kan get no to abonti lock gate se ni ura na to ba ma me no ho dwo or your bad time
so go die mo ama me so go die mo
and sorry
so go die ma me
and sorry
abusia pen na asem no ka se akosha se wa enka odobroni nsi abonchen no to gate
wan kasa tie me ye me say en from so a me madwi mu no akosua se wa ye ne se oba ye na ye di na wotwe dan opne ye so odobroni ntina ne nchen ye okuna eye mfom so akese na ye de to so mienu oba ye nso ani wura ada ni benkum so no ojaya odobroni ne maame ne nkwala ne tina fie ho na keso ka gate ni to no lock it. That could have erupted a police attention. Radicality.
You can me no ya je no hon. So me cho. Ewiase no obi o badaye. Obi o badaye bia no. So me cho ono office o baaye no. Odobroni no woni ni kru e wo ma. Woni ni kru wo ma. Wonti me mpa mo nkola no ku abonte. Kulana mame ekase enkulana nkafio eno so bema no wa ne ntena fie eja mo me kan kula bema no wa ne ntena fie kamu gba bonti de besisi ale no me to me no na ose ono odobroni hu se o ti ase ehu se e ka ejira akosho se wa na ejire
onim
no na ejire
onim
na odobroni no uko trauma amanfo bo waso se pre se una ya yire una ate no hu una ye sei hwe counselor asema ke ma me ka asema ncho se sei no oluma e ba critical e kwan bi aso no so de wo kan enya dia court e ba gi odobroni de na atum ba bi ada
ade ye gi atum ya ade
once a civil marriage is a civil marriage. When this civil marriage offense e ba ye time mo mo de ware ye se civil marriage na cancel ya odobroni uni ba bi agina oso uni ba bi agina
brakosi se obeso tu odobroni fu afutuo no onfa enti jai kan ti de make me say memo ba bi anye sanfum so bi da ohodu mete wase na to de bia me fa hoduo e ma yemfa sika ndwa nka akoso asewa fosu ba ye obedu ye ena oti na nim ema ye ka mugu abonte anka enye ne ne nkoma ye di ne nei na ke be police ntem
100%
ebe gidi action bible say na David papa suman say onko be bia nkola ne kontokai koko my love na onfa duane nkoma ni nuanom yes see na tama David ko du ho no What say I can't send Debbie say. Goliath say. Me here bear ma obetumi ne me akonanya soja folk good damagina we. Amo here ne can say. Dio bear ma obetumi ku Goliath etwa ne tia breme no. Mema ne busua entua tax bio. Me baba kama ya ne ho ofese kokoi me ne be ma na wade. Afedia meche mahidie ne mu mienu na me de farmer David ti san komo. And to do one Goliath ejimi ne ho tietie mu obi adwane no. And obi sa mema ne se na den na ohene ne si ode be man mo nka mo ntie. Yes na o tie nkomo na ne nya be ma bae. O si hey na ya da wa. Wana waja mo na ma. De na dani de ho. And o yina no say adan mi no kwan se me so me kasa na no dani no go tie grofo. Si oyerepa na ohene bi sa say na de me na koso ho no. When David created the misunderstanding, it gave the attention of Saul to invite him and gave him the power to come and fight Goliath. There are times that you need to create attention to have the eye of the speaker. It's biblically accepted. So create a scene to create a police case. But Akosia Sewa Fosu, Mrs. has proven to us that she is even a true wife, even till this time. On Kashi so da. I don't know Akosia Sewa Fosu. And you know me share that. And your photo na ba me o Germany ma me no. Na oba me sika mpo abo me pa mama kasa mana na den na me kan man. But atem die phone calls ni duabo. Ankrofo adwire gu mi so. Me nso me ho no bi nkan me na ete se me ho nkobo na ewu. Once I want be me test say ade na edwuma na. Asem went obi kobo mi dua eni nkosua. Ena me so me nua nkosua na me bo ni dua ahomache. Me dua body say odi aduane bi a moja wo mu a entra ne no mu. Onum nsu a onwu. Ena me kwa asamado na me ko pe obi amno ayetu. Ena me ka akwa ne sunsun hye. Me twa ni wu ansa na yesie luma. Isan se me nkoji ademudie bi ambedi ntro. No kura da ho na me de to ama enkrofo asua echirimba nyabotre. Se kokomu ewa abrochire me momu nsuro hwe. So bintumi nje agyapade bi mfi wonse. Enti akosie me nsuro. Ma sewa enfomso medwen so ye na meka. Ba ye koye nim dia watu anamompa. Ema team legal wives afuasem paso. Na nkrofo a omadwumu ndo ade ye ka no munim komoni dinti omudi community se bibi hawo omli akomafin e kan sanfin tia ma Akosia Sewa nikru na bo nyum se nipa fon e na kan sanfon eti nyum na kasaman na awiase won radio program TV program koso na nyansani biti program no so wawu ebi na MCI yebo atu na num to kan kwase asem ya ano yi na no se wumpo ya bo pons ama microphone se be kasa na ma me Akosia Sewa Fosu se odi kuna yo koye den odi koye ni tuni nufu tiri so wa pampa so san kwase asem se ya kache panyi
Goldberry and Construction Limited for say men can say omo 5 bedrooms 3 bedrooms finish apartment omo aye den eton with a flexible payment terms. Interbusioni Johan for numbers na go screen so no 020 70 36 710 na efromo na enomo endi eye ehun kom afetu so say opese omo sit down no from scratch to finish so betimi aboaw say wo dan bi na pese omo pese omo renovate so edema so betimi aye den aboaw say ene o asase and pese already start so betimi aye den aboaw wasa kwan so say ene so o de open building materials so a abusua omo betimi aye den aboaw say o sit down and na open drawing plan ultramodern one part so contact omo na abusua munye bi emfama omo no bese no 020 70 36 710 020 70 36 710 abusuya from Mrs.